With authority.
With authority. With authority. With authority.
With authority.
With authority. I feel like that's my Marv Albert impersonation.
With authority. Yo, that's the best he got. Him, I'm like, yo, I'm not messing with his line. That is like classic. With authority.
With authority. Aloha.
Welcome to the most muscles and podcasts in various sports. This is ABC7 Sports.
With authority from the Chase Center, new home of the Warriors. We are deep, deep, deep into the bowels of the Chase Center. We're so deep. I don't know how we got into this room, and I know it's going to take forever to get out because it's a little confusing still.
We have a wagon, though.
That's important. Yeah, that carries all the equipment.
Yeah, so we are here. Woodstock photos adorning the walls. We had Jordan Poole, the exciting Warriors rookie, join us just moments ago. I was impressed by how polished he is.
Well, I tried to pin him down in a little Q&A on the sticker shock of renting in San Francisco. He was crafty. It was kind of the one-on-one equivalent of slapping the defender's hand away. I think that's what he did. But what else jumped out to you?
I was interested that he has 2 cats. He just adopted them. He volunteers at animal shelters, and he's a fashion lover in addition to a pet lover. So he's a good guy. A lot of interest off the field.
And we gave him a trivia question that, well, you have to listen and watch because he's a great shooter, joining a team that's loaded with historically great shooters and a coach who has a significant mark in the NBA record books. Let's get right to it. Here's the Warriors rookie, Jordan Poole. So, Jordan, you're only a few days into training camp as an NBA player. Have you had your welcome to the NBA moment where you're standing on the court and you're like standing next to Steph Curry and you go, I'm an NBA player?
Yeah. I think just seeing him and Draymond and Clay and those guys in the locker room so casually is when I initially had the reaction, but now just being on the court and working out with these guys and running plays with these guys and just asking them questions, it definitely feels like pretty normal.
You've been the best shooter pretty much on every team, probably since you were a little kid. Mm-hmm. I say this with respect for everybody here. You're probably vying for third on this team. Are you okay with that? I mean, what's it like?
I think, well, the people that are the 1 and 2 are the greatest shooters of all time, so that's something that you really can't argue with, so I'm just trying to learn as much as I can. I feel like just looking at Steph shoot and like Clay shoot and D'Lo, I'm looking like, oh yeah, my shooting rating just went up just a little bit just by looking at him.
Have you seen Steph reel off one of those? He hit 77 threes in a row in a practice setting. At one point, I think it was 94 out of 100.
Yeah, I heard he had 94 out of 100. Yeah, I haven't seen him do it yet, but the way he shoots, I can definitely see how that's very possible.
I saw you reel one off, though, that was posted on social media just yesterday. It was like from a whole different court you hit a three. So
yeah, I was trying to get in my Steph trick shot bag just a little bit. So I think you did it. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I didn't know if anybody recorded it. I just got off Instagram and stuff, so I came in today and somebody said something about it. I was like, oh, they recorded it. So, it's cool. It felt good.
Speaking of welcome to the NBA type moments, I know as a Michigan guy, Draymond Green can't be giving you an easy time. And so you have that and you're a rookie. So, like, what are some of the kind of funnier things? Or maybe they weren't funny to you, but like, what are some of the things that he's done to kind of welcome you?
Yeah, I think somebody showed me a video of when I was in the coach tub. He threw the towel at me, said, go green. But today, I had to stand up and kind of like introduce myself in front of the team during film. And I made sure to throw in that my freshman year we beat Michigan State in the Big Ten championship. They thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, me and Draymond have the same type of humor, so it's definitely going to be shots going back and forth throughout the year. I could just be like the regular person that's like, oh, okay, like how Michigan this, Michigan that. But every once in a while, I'll probably say something about Michigan State.
Yeah, be careful on the wager on the football game.
Oh, no, see, look, so, like, he just got a very nice contract. I'm not betting with nobody about anything.
Smart move.
It's just a gentleman's bet. You know? Anything with money on the line, I can't help you, Draymond. So
just save your money for iPhone 11s.
Yeah, stuff like that for sure.
That's all.
For sure.
We were talking about greatest shooters of all time, and so obviously Steph has the reputation of being best in history probably when it all is said and done, and Clay is right there. You're a young guy. off the top of your head, I don't know how much research you've done on this. Do you know who the all-time best 3-point field goal shooter is, percentage-wise?
Percentage-wise?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't tell you.
He's in this building right now.
Is it Steph?
No.
Chris Muller?
No.
I don't know.
Steve Kerr.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Wow,
Respect.
you're dropping the trivia on us then.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
45%.
45 from
Career
3?
3-point shooter.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
You better
Ask questions, of course.
Yeah, you should just go.
Steph Clay, Coach Curry, man. I mean, what else could you ask for as a shooter?
How cool is that?
It's amazing. It's amazing. I think I'm just beyond blessed. And like I really, really am taking into account that I'm around like the greatest shooters of all time. And Coach Curry, of course, being a 45%, career 3-point shooter, like he obviously knows what he's doing as well. So I'm gonna ask questions to everybody.
Yeah, it's funny, because, well, I'm more than twice your age, so I saw him when he played.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see any of the clips? I mean, there's the one famous clip where Jordan passes him the ball and knocks it down to win the finals. Anything else?
I just watched regular clips. He's definitely hit a couple of big shots. I want to say like a very nice amount. But I mean, he's a shooter, so being on that team, I think everybody watched the run that the Bulls went through, and him being such a big part of it. You can't help but look at the way he shot the ball.
I think you might be able to get him right now.
In a shooting contest? I think so too.
Okay.
I obviously can try to compete with everybody, but I don't want to say anything too wild.
Yeah, maybe we should hold that clip until well into the season when you've got your playing time established right now.
I think that might be a good
Steve
plan.
Kerr. Oh, yeah, I see this clip of Joe. Oh, what did he say?
I ain't say nothing.
Let's get Marquise Chris in the game here.
Did I see that D'Angelo Russell's your favorite NBA player or one of your favorite NBA players coming in? Is that true?
Coming into the league?
In the league.
D'Lo used to be my favorite player coming into college.
Got it, okay.
So I wanted to, I really was trying to follow his steps. And people would compare me a lot coming out of high school. He's a longer guard, has vision, can play the 1-2, extremely crafty with the ball. And he's definitely somebody that I'm out of my game after coming into college for sure.
How crazy is it now that you get to actually practice with him, play with him?
It's outrageous, man.
And
it's absurd.
I've seen comps to Swaggy P. You got a lot of Swaggy P in you too. Is that true?
I think that's just a comparison as far as just swag standpoint.
Off the court swag.
Yeah. As far as on the court, I'm a shot maker. I'm able to create my own shot, play making, be able to hit tough shots. Swaggy P obviously had that, but just I think personality-wise, I think people could try to compare me to him, but everybody's their own person and pretty unique. So, and at the time, I had the hair that was crazy, so they also look at it as far as facial appearance and stuff too. But I mean, it was all right.
Kevon Looney was on our show, and he said that Swaggy P was his cousin, which we didn't know. And you know Kevon Looney going back, right? So how did you know him growing up?
Me and Loon are from the same city.
Okay.
In my freshman year, we played against him. He's a senior for the city title. They got the best of us that year, and he had 40. So, but he also was a McDonald's All-American, and went to UCLA. So, coming out, growing up, looking at him, he kind of was the man in that city. So after he left, he kind of passed me the torch, and I ended up kind of following in his footsteps. But it was a mutual respect, and now just being able to be from the same city, definitely it feels really comfortable, and I'll get to talk to him about anything. So having that background definitely makes things a lot easier.
So growing up in Milwaukee, were you a Bucks fan?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So who's your favorite Buck of all time? Don't say Giannis because he's been in the league all
No, Giannis is I know Giannis, so and Giannis as a person is cool. So but I'll probably say Michael Redd. I was a huge Michael Redd fan.
Another shooter.
Michael Redd, and he had so growing up, I thought that was pretty unique. But yeah, if all-time Buck, it'll probably have to be Michael Redd.
Okay. I want to get your mindset because you were drafted on June 20th, and the Warriors call your name, and you're thinking, wow, 5 times in a row, these guys have been in the finals. It's KD, it's Steph, and then on July 1st, KD's to Brooklyn. Yeah. Andre Iguodala gets traded. Suddenly, it's a brand new team. Yeah. How did your mindset change from draft day to free agent day?
Yeah. I still was trying to feel a part of the team, so I think it took until we really, really were working out and stuff that I felt a part, to be like, oh, KD left the Warriors. I was like, oh, well, I'm on the Warriors, so like I'm not gonna be playing with KD, So it took a while for me to really understand it. But after free agency, I never had paid attention to it really. But now seeing all the pieces move and pieces change, we still got Steph, Clay, and Draymond, and having those guys, and then we got an addition with D'Lo. This is just my time coming in. This is the team that I'll be playing for. So this is the team that I can get accustomed to. And of course, you saw all the historic stuff that they did before this, and you obviously can't put that behind you, but the team that I am now is like the new chapter, and that's the team that I only know. The
upside of that is minutes.
Yeah.
Suddenly there's a lot more minutes available.
Yeah.
Did that cross your mind at all?
I just, as any player, you want to go out there and try to play as much as you can. But, I'm just trying to fit in more than anything. This team's already established, and they've done so much. And, there's so many guys who are used to playing with each other. I'm just, I want to just go out there and do whatever the coach needs me to do.
How crazy is it to think, though, like, all right, Clay's out at least through the All-Star break. Go get him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big responsibility.
Yeah, it's crazy for sure. But I'm still trying to learn as much as possible. Of course, being able to have the opportunity to get out there on the floor is everybody's dream, and it's pretty realistic. So, just when you go out there, just continue to try to learn and grow and do anything I can to help the team.
Now, I have 2 cats, 0 dogs.
Yeah.
I heard you're a cat guy. I saw that you even adopted a cat this off season.
Yeah.
Volunteered at the shelter. So what makes you kind of more of a cat guy than a dog guy, and do you take flack for that?
Yeah, actually everybody was laughing today because they didn't expect me to have cats.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people knew I had cats. But the story behind that is I'm a huge animal person as it is. I love dogs, and I love cats, I love all animals. I just, growing up, was always going on AAU tournaments that we weren't able just to take care of a dog.
Exactly, yeah.
And my mom also had cheating with the crazy big dogs running around the house and stuff like that. So we just kind of got accustomed to cats, and there's just a lot to maintain now. I'm a rookie and trying to figure things out. You live in San Francisco, so it's not like you have a really big house or a big backyard. I'm definitely a big dog type of guy too, so I want to be able to get a dog that could run around and feel free. So I just happened to adopt 2 cats, and they're pretty chill. My best friend who stays with me now, he wasn't a cat person at all, but now that he lives with 2 cats, he's looking like, yo, they do their own thing. They chill. They're not barking, they're not scratching up the house in the garbage can. They're kind of just like, yo, feed me and clean my litter box, and we're good.
Then
just leave me alone. For sure.
Big double bowl of food.
For sure. They make it easy.
What are the names?
Coda and Kai.
Where did you originate that from?
So my best friend, he went to school in South Dakota, and I always liked the name Dakota, but I shortened it, and then I wanted them to flow. So I feel like Coda and Kai kind of just flow. And they happen to be brothers, and they look very similar. So I sometimes used to get them confused, but they're I feel like that's a pretty good name for both of them.
Well, I'm from Hawaii. Kai is water.
Oh man.
So you got
that's crazy that you said that. So my cat Kai, his name, he is like a fiend for water. Out of the bathtub, out of the sink.
Drip it out the faucet.
He'll just lick the water and just drink it out of he'll sit there by the sink and look at you until you turn it on, and turn it on, and he'll lick it from the sink before he goes to his bowl.
So it's meant to be.
It definitely is meant to be.
There's a lot of things that are meant to be here. You grew up with Loon. You're on the Warriors. You like D'Angelo coming out of school. You got him on your team.
Seems like all the pieces are just falling together for me.
Yeah,
long time coming.
All meant to be for you. It's exciting.
For sure.
Without revealing the location that you're living, because we don't want there's a lot of by the way, I was trying to check out your Instagram account. Yeah. There's Jordan Poole impersonators already. Yeah, there's guys. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like that. And it was like that in college too.
What really? So I was like, all right, I got to. I went for the blue verified check, and even then I was still. I'm just not sure.
Yeah, I didn't have that many pictures. I only had like 6 or 9 or something like that. So.
Yeah,
I know it's a trend though in those pictures. A lot of high fashion type things going on. Are you how do you find those fits?
I feel like I'm just a unique personality, and I get to express that through my clothes. I'm not a huge social media person, so through my dress, I get to express that. A lot of wild pants, different type of shirts. I love being cozy, so I wear sweats and stuff all the time and hoodies. So as far as fashion, I feel like that's just a way you can kind of just say who you are.
What do you think of this outfit right here?
Yeah, he got
This is pretty traditional.
stripes. You know, I'm rocking with the stripes. I definitely would have threw a crazy color tie in there for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe later
I
when
love
he's
the
on
fact
these.
that you just got the runners on, right? The
Yeah.
runners shows that like it's more about comfort than anything.
Well, it's more about my Achilles, actually.
For
because
sure.
I had injured it. He doesn't want. He gets tired of the story.
I've heard it 100 times.
I don't even want to get into it because I'll just tell you later. Just I was dominating on the court, and and you know how that goes.
Yeah, of course.
So I started asking. Do you live nearby the arena? Did you get something in San Francisco?
Yeah. Something pretty close.
What's your rent?
It's definitely a lot of money.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot for sure.
What could you get in Milwaukee for the same?
I could have a 5-bedroom, like 4-bathroom type house.
Easy.
For sure.
And you didn't buy it, right? You're renting?
Yeah, I'm renting.
Okay, so like $5,000 a month?
Like,
Higher? It's higher. Okay.
it's a nice amount.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to squeeze him a little bit. You can get the rookie.
yeah.
That's okay. That's
Yeah.
all right. I like the veteran moxie. He wouldn't give it up.
No, he's smart.
No, he's smart. He's definitely smart.
When you got fake people on Instagram impersonating you, that's how you know you made it.
Yeah.
So you got to be smart.
For
Yeah,
sure.
You got to be smart.
How many times had you been to California before being drafted by the Warriors?
My freshman year, we played in LA for the Staples Center for Sweet 16 Elite 8. Sophomore year, we came here for the Sweet 16. I came 2 years as a freshman and sophomore in high school. I think that's it.
So like 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, I never really got a chance to really like explore though, because when you come for basketball, it's strictly basketball, and I didn't know really what the Bay was until I got drafted. I only knew of like LA, and I still didn't know if it was top of California, you know, Southern Cal. Like I didn't know where it was, but obviously being here now, San Francisco is its own type of area, and Oakland are like their own type of deal. So.
Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story along those lines. Again, this is before your time, but a former #1 pick in the NBA draft is a dude by the name of Michael Olowokandi. I don't know if you ever heard the name, but anyway, he wasn't from the area, and he thought going to the University of Pacific meant he would be by the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Well, it's inland. It's in Stockton.
Yeah,
so he
yeah,
ended
yeah.
up signing there and going there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He wasn't close enough. Huh?
Guess what? Guess what? You're not there.
For sure.
So, Coach Beil at Michigan, he was the one that came up with it. I think the line that said, "This guy's got more swag," and I sense that he wasn't thrilled with your decision to go pro after 2 years.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the NBA. How crazy was that for you?
Yeah, it was that stretch was really wild. Like from after the season to the entire draft process was it was a roller coaster for sure. Not just me, not just for him. It was a roller coaster for everybody.
How so?
So you know, like he left, and I found out one day I was doing my pre-draft workout, and I looked at my phone, and I was working out in California, and everybody was home on the East Coast, and my phone just was blowing up because I think it was maybe 10 o'clock at home and 7 o'clock here, and you look on ESPN, John Beil signs new head coach of the Cavs, and everybody's like, whoa. Like, so I call Isaiah. I'm like, Zay, did you know? Like, he said, bro, I didn't know anything. Like, nobody knew. Like the players didn't know. He said, you don't think the coaches know. So then we all found out on ESPN, and then we're looking like, oh, man, you know, because Iggy had left and I had left and Charles had declared. And we thought Coach B was never leaving Michigan. You know, after the year that he tried to get the Detroit job my freshman year, we thought after he didn't get it, like, he's going to stay. But it was just a shock. You know, it was a roller coaster. But, you know, everybody has their own path. And if there was any time for him to coach in the NBA, it would be now. Like, what I want to say, he's 71. So being able just to say you coach in the NBA it'll be an accomplishment anyway.
Yeah. What's it going to be like when you face the Cavs?
It's going to be another game.
You've been coached at this, huh? You're not giving anything up here. Huh?
Man, I know a little something.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Well,
like
Michigan is a big, you have a lot of visibility in the program, especially after you hit that 3 as a freshman.
100%.
Right, so you're used to dealing with media.
Yeah. What about like the NCAA? I heard you talk about it a little at Media Day, but the law that Gavin Newsom's trying to sign as the governor of California to get college athletes in this state paid. I mean, how supportive are you for that? And how much would have that changed for you?
Man, I would have. First of all, I think if I think somebody on the team said, a couple of the people said in the media, I think they said if I was coming out of high school and they had just passed this law, I'd be going to school in California.
Yeah.
Like, I already wanted to go to a school on the West Coast anyway, but I think people with personality, social media has a huge impact on our society, and it gives you a huge following, and it does so much for your brand. That's how a lot of kids are able to have the reach that they do, especially with the Ballers Lives and the Hoop Mixtapes and all the basketball outlets.
In this podcast.
We got stuff like that all the time, So being able just to use your likeliness to make money, playing basketball, and we were living off maybe $400 a month, and that kind of was just like, we thought it was a lot, so we had to find ways to be smart with our money. But if guys can just make money due to who they are, after all the money that they're giving to universities, I'm all for it. If that was the case, after my freshman year, after I hit that shot, I would have been signing all type of stuff, shoes, all signing, all of that. So I'm all for it, 100%. I think we all paved the way, and it's a huge step in the right direction for the guys coming up.
Let me play devil's advocate with you on this, just because, I agree with you totally. If you look at what Zion did, and you could say, he benefited from going to Duke, a big time program, but the ratings were through the roof whenever Zion played. But so how would this have played out? Let's say all these rules were in effect your freshman year at Michigan. You hit this big shot in the NCAA tournament. Suddenly, you're getting shoe deals and T-shirt deals and whatever. Yeah. And so then you roll up in your Tesla as a sophomore, and you got all the cash. Right. But the rest of your teammates are not benefiting from that. Yeah. Do you think that would cause any problems in terms of team dynamics, where one guy is the most popular dude and he's getting everything, and then everybody else is getting crumbs or nothing? Yeah.
When you think about it in its own sort of way, it's already kind of like that, right? So everybody has like the guy. When they come in after the game, that one guy or those two guys get all the media attention. You can have a good game, but if you're just a freshman or anything, they're kind of like, oh, well, he's a senior, he's a junior, he's supposed to be lottery pick, like he's going to get the attention anyway. And then you kind of have to mature, because when you get to the NBA, not everybody's getting a $150 million contract. Like guys are pulling up in Bentleys and Porsches, and you can't be upset because they have a Bentley or Porsche. You just got to work to get there. So if you happen to work in that and get into that situation, like it's gonna come around anyway. It would just be in college before the pros.
So you don't think it would cause any disruption on any of the college teams if one guy is getting paid a bunch, and everybody else is just struggling for meal money?
Right. I think it would have been the exact same dynamic as if it was in the NBA.
Okay.
Just early. It's the exact same thing to me personally.
Yeah. Okay. We like to play around on the site. It's called Cameo. We saw you're on there. So for a low price of $150, you'll record like a personal inspirational message for people.
$150? I thought he was $100.
I think it's $150.
Are you $150
He's
now?
$150.
I don't know what it is.
He's a $150 guy.
What were you, when you first came out of Michigan? What was the price?
It was like $40.
You bumped it. You tripled the price. Quadrupled the price already.
Stock is rising.
I think I did it just because I was like really busy. Then it was kind of like $40 was cool. And then sometimes I'll just do it just to do it, just for people. But I felt really bad if I wasn't able to get to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, oh man, I have 17. I can't do all 17 if I have practice in 25 minutes, So then I think the lady who handles my Cameo stuff, I think she just bumped it up. And then I was like, well, if you really want a video, like you'll pay it. And then I'll see it, of course. But, it's not even that. That was just more something that I did coming out of, just to make a couple bucks out of the process or whatever. But sometimes I just do it just cause, maybe like when I was on Instagram if somebody wanted a video, or if I saw like a really cool story that they typed out, I'll probably just send them a video or so. But
so do you have a lot of requests? I mean, are you backed up in production?
I don't know. I have to check. I haven't looked.
After this hits, after this podcast
we gotta promote
drops,
the Cameo. We gotta get you that money.
You're gonna go. I mean, you might want to be. It might be 1,000 a video after this.
Oh man,
Like this right
that's
here.
That's wild.
That's your camera. Could you give us like a sample?
I mean, what you want to know? You gotta give me a. Little
How does that work? Do they give you a script? What do they do? What do they do? How's it work?
So it's like whoever will request a video.
Yeah.
They'll write something that they kind of want you to say, and I'm a huge like freestyle type person.
Yeah.
Right? So they'll be like, oh, it's so and so's birthday coming up on this day. You do this, you do that. Like, just say happy birthday if you could, go blue or whatever. They'll be like Michigan fans, and I'll be like, yeah, give them a couple words of encouragement and, call it a day. All my stuff is really like genuine freestyle, like from the heart. It's never exactly what is.
Like, I know it's like uplifting. Like someone got an internship,
it's something that I would
like
say,
a job,
Like if you look at me and they'll be like, oh, can you please tell Jack happy birthday because Mama Sal loves him. I won't say that. I'll be like, what's going on, Jack? It's Jordan. Mama Sal says she loves you, blah, blah, blah. Or, Mama Lucy says she loved you, whatever. So I kind of just play it like that.
It's $150. You get your own. Cameo.com.
Yeah.
Hit up Jordan Poole.
For sure.
That's pretty cool. Let's talk a little hoops, okay? One of the things that you're going to be counted on, obviously, you can shoot. In the offense, Clay runs like 2 miles a game, just running around screens, back and forth, pin downs, this, that. The clips that I've seen of you handled the ball a lot. It's a different kind of a role to run, set your man up, get behind the screen, and then catch and shoot. How do you think you're going to adjust to that? And is that something that you already have in your game that we just really didn't see a lot in college?
I've been working on that a lot since I got drafted. Obviously being in kind of like in a position that Clay would have been in and looking at his actions. That's how I finished my workout. It was just pass, run, keep running, get all through, because it's really hard to guard in general. And I feel like I'm a really good cutter as it is. So just being able to play freely off the ball and come off down screens and pin downs and pin aways, you just gotta beat your spot. And we have guys who just know how to play, so you don't have to get it, stop, hold it, and then try to, do too much, because, if you get it, like, you'll come back knowing that you're able to space the floor, being able to shoot the ball. So it makes it a lot easier. All you got to do is just continue to move.
We've done some things, on post-game shows where we just ISO Steph and just follow him, and he's running around and around and around and figure eights and this. Just if you look at the film, he's freaking exhausting. I'm just watching. I'm tired of watching him run around. I mean, now you're in that role. How hard is it?
It's tough if you're not in shape. So you have to be prepared for it.
Are you saying I'm not in shape? Is that?
I think that's what he's saying.
I think it's just hard. It's just hard. Like when I first started working out, I was gassed. When I was doing stuff like that, I was genuinely tired. But when you do it so much and you drill it so much, something in my mind, how I look at it is, it's hard, but the person guarding you is working harder than you are, because they don't know where you're going. So I feel like that is what mentally can make it a little bit easier.
Right.
So you have Saturday, first preseason game, then later in the month, your first regular season game. Like, what do you think the emotions are going to be like just stepping on that court, just seeing the crowd, just seeing everything as a Warrior for the first time?
Oh, man. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see when I get there. I think I wasn't nervous for preseason or the summer league. It just felt like another game. But obviously this is preseason and it's a different look, a different dynamic. But I think more than anything, I'll be excited. I feel like I'm supposed to be here, and like I said, all the pieces have been put together, and I have a really good coaching staff and great guys on the team. So I'm just excited to go out there and finally play.
Excellent PR staff too.
Yeah,
R2 over there. Yes, sir.
We'll wrap it up on this, since you questioned my conditioning. You have a nice smoothie here, a post-practice smoothie. What should I be putting in, or what did you put in to get yourself ready for this interview? Because I know you did a lot of prep for this.
Oh, for sure, man. We had strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. I think we had some banana in there, a little bit of peanut butter. Threw in some creatine, some collagen, almond milk was in there, I believe. A couple nuts and protein, and
the kombucha, right?
Nah, I ain't put that in here. That's like when I drink or I have lunch, I'm gonna have me a cup of kombucha for sure. for sure.
You got it good.
I don't.
I love it.
You drink it also, right?
I do two protein shakes a day, but all that stuff: fruit, almond butter, almond milk, spinach.
Yeah.
You know, if I make one
spinach in the drink.
I put spinach in there, blend it up.
Just blend it up.
So you get good protein that way.
That's foul for sure.
Gotta go with some of that. Though.
I can help you.
You won't taste it at all.
Hey, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll be doing this many more times.
For sure.
Years and years and years.
For sure.
And we'll meet the cats.
Yeah, of course.
And
they're pretty friendly as it is, so they'll be excited.
Awesome, Jordan. Thanks for your time.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
With authority.